Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing alright. In this video today I'm gonna bring you the story of my first ever flight in the skies other than a plane in a hot air balloon. This is usually a thing on many wanderlust people's lists, and it's surely a very special thing to experience. Imagine if on top of that you happen to experience this on your birthday. That's right, I experienced this on my 22nd birthday last year in October while I was traveling Southeast Asia. And this was actually my boyfriend's birthday gift from him to me, so it wouldn't be possible for this to happen if it wasn't for him. Thank you very much and I love you. Jono told me it was his idea to try and make it to Vang Vieng for my birthday so that it would go exactly in the date of my birthday, but we didn't make it because we decided to take a long way from Chiang Mai to Luang Prabang, which is through a slow boat, which will be a story for another video. But for my birthday, we still had a super nice dinner with a pizza place in Luang Prabang, and it was super nice. Funny enough, even if it wasn't the hot air balloon yet, we did have a very interesting experience going towards the pizza place on that date. We were basically staying on one side of the Nang Khan River, and the pizza place was on the other side. And this river usually has kind of a bridge which they build every year or so, because the rainy season always washes the bridge away. And this year, I don't know if it just happened because we actually were there around the rainy season, but the bridge was gone, and it usually happens every year, so it's nothing crazy. But for us, obviously, we became such as a type of task because we had to look for a free shuttle to bring us from one side of the river to the other. And then, funny enough, the guy who worked for the free shuttle, he was super nice and everything, like he's doing his job. But we were around 10 to 20 minutes in the boat because it wasn't turning on. The boat was super old, and I felt very bad for the guy. We tried on thinking, we thought of helping him, but honestly, I think we couldn't do any much more. And we were being dragged by the current of the river for a while, so it was an interesting time. We're going back. Alfie. Alfie. We have a guest now. Alfie. So Alfie decided to join in, and he's gonna be our guest in the rest of the video. I hope you don't mind. But back to the topic. After a few days staying in Luang Prabang, and when we arrived to Vang Vieng, we just visited a few places like the day before we visited the Phan Ngern viewpoint. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. And the next day, which was the day of the hot air balloon, we decided to just chill in the hotel until the time that the people of the balloon company would come and pick us up. When the time came, we were picked up from the hotel, and then we drove to pick up another couple that was gonna ride with us. When we arrived, everything was so quick. The time before they picked us up, I was like so excited, putting my makeup on, some nice clothes, because I had the idea that we would have the chance to like go there, see how the air balloon was filling up with the air, and you know, take some pictures and be happy, kind of like birthday pictures. But it was so quick. We arrived, and almost at the same like moment that we arrived, they told us to go down the truck and go near the air balloon. We were just walking towards it, so we were like, I still thought that we would be like, I don't know, waiting for some signal or something to happen before we rode the balloon, because when we arrived it was already filled. But we literally just walked towards the basket of the balloon, and then almost instantly when we arrived they told us to climb up. And I don't know if you know this, and probably there's balloons that have doors, but this balloon didn't have any doors, so to get in the balloon, in basket, you have to kind of climb on top of it with the aid, in this balloon specifically, of some like squared gaps and that were kind of like a stair. And that's kind of it. Like, it was super quick. We came down of the truck that we were transported in, and then walked towards the basket, just hop on, and almost at the same time also we were already starting to get up to the sky. the sensation of riding a balloon was so interesting. It's also interesting when I thought about doing this video, I went and saw like search on internet other people's balloon videos, like hot air balloon videos, to see what they say. And it's interesting that the first videos always came up with people saying people who fear heights and things like that ride a hot air balloon. And it was interesting because personally I don't think I really have a fear for that type of thing or for extreme things, but I don't know, when I go and try and doing something new like the hot air balloon, I don't think I'm gonna be fearful. I'm just like so amazed that I'm gonna have this new experience, and it's gonna be like so special and so like different of everything that I've had like lived before. I would personally describe the experience as to like you feel like you're lifted, but you don't really feel like you're being like away from the floor. You feel like the floor is living down, like it's going down. Instead of you leaving the floor feels like it's going down, because I feel like those baskets are very stable, and you feel like the ground, you haven't left the ground basically. So it was very interesting at the beginning. I think I was super excited, super like crazy about the fact that I was just seeing everything smaller and smaller every time. And one thing that like made me think, oh my god, this is crazy, it's also that like obviously you don't get burned or anything, but you really feel the heat. You feel the heat from the fire to keep filling up the balloon, so that you like raise up or raise down depending on how the guy manages the hot air balloon. And every time he fired up the thing, I would be like, oh my god, like this is so crazy, and this is like, oh my god. I felt like scared in the sense of like surprised, if that makes sense. And I would just be like, oh my god, it's like so hot and like going down, and be careful. I mean, in the excited way, like you have all of this like kind of adrenaline. It's definitely not like a high adrenaline experience, but it's very interesting to feel like feelings that you haven't ever felt before. The basket was also super small. I know there's a lot of different sizes of balloons. This one was so small, and we only fit like Jono, me, the other couple, and the guy who was like managing the balloon.
One, two, three. Oh, so high. Yeah? So high.
To take pictures or to take video, we really had to like go all the way back to the walls of the basket to be able to have something other than like a bad selfie looking photo. But it was very interesting anyways. We couldn't move much, but that was also, I think, part of the experience of like just stay still and appreciate the landscapes that were passing by. I think depending on the country, the hot air balloon company, and a lot of different things, there's a different timing in the day where you can choose to do this experience. In this particular place, we had the chance to do it on sunrise and on sunset, and we decided sunset because obviously it's nicer to just, I don't know, end the day like that instead of trying to wake up super early to catch it. And I feel like it's kind of the same feeling anyways, so we decided to do it on sunset. It was so nice as well that this particular place and this particular time there wasn't that many tourists, and we could just see mostly locals. I think specifically because it was low season, and what you would see when you would be rising, it's just locals and people doing their own thing. And especially when we were about to land, going back down, we landed, I think, a few, I don't know, kilometers or meters from what they intended to land first, and we basically just kept like flying kind of like horizontally until we found like another field to land, and then the guy maybe missed it again, and we have to like go up again and like keep going horizontally until we found a field that we can land on.
landing. Okay.
Okay.
Landing. Wow.
Five.
And it was very interesting because we passed through different like neighborhoods or houses where we saw the little people in like, by little people I mean like the kids and the people in Laos, and like the kids were so excited of seeing the balloon and they were like waving at us, and it was so pretty, so nice. And actually when we landed as well, a lot of kids from the nearby houses came to touch the hot air balloon while it was like, you know, like the guys were putting it down and like packing it up. So I think it was so nice and so beautiful, so magical. Yeah.
Đây là, vào đây mẹ, vào đây mẹ.
Anh nhập quá.
So if you write the photo, you can sit on the basket.
Yeah.
And the photo when we are packing envelope is very nice view.
Okay.
Just sit on the top of it. And then when they are packing the envelope, it's very nice picture. That is big.
Riding through Vang Vieng skies. Obviously I haven't rode the hot air balloon anywhere else. This is my first experience, but definitely I would say riding through Laos or Vang Vieng is a very, very nice experience. It's very magical, and especially again at sunrise or sunset, this is a super nice experience. And the skies, I'll show you some photos and some footage. When we were like getting up, we would see like some type of mist, and it was so beautiful. Did you see it? And it's so magical. You feel the mysteriousness of the culture, beautiful landscapes. You see the people waving at you. It was so magical. You know me, I really like to try new things. This was a great experience. Honestly, all of my birthdays before this, obviously I'm grateful that I was with people that I loved, but it's the first time that I really did something that was very like memorable and stuck in my mind. Again, it was my first time traveling out of like family travel, so this was also super special, and the first time that I passed my birthday with my boyfriend, who made this possible. So it was a very nice birthday. I wanted to share it with you, and I hope you really liked it. I hope you're inspired and that you feel that you're motivated to do these things when you have the chance. Well, that's all for this video. I hope you really liked it as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and turn the bell notification, like this video, share if you liked it. Also, if you would like, see all my social media down below, my blog and everything of that matter. And thank you again for watching. I'll see you in the next time. Bye! Stay tuned for more Laos, Southeast Asian and New Zealand travel videos upcoming next.